There's a dangerous lie many people believe about family, and it's costing them their purpose. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Not everyone in your life is meant to stay, yes, even family. You feel it in the tension after every conversation, in the subtle guilt they place on you, in the way your spirit feels heavy instead of lifted, and yet you keep telling yourself, but they're family. You've been conditioned to tolerate what God never asked you to endure, and that's the shocking truth few people want to confront. Scripture never says you must surrender your peace to toxicity. In fact, it warns you carefully, bad company corrupts good character, and yes, that includes people you share blood with. You've probably had moments where you tried to explain yourself, hoping they would finally understand, but instead they twisted your words, dismissed your feelings, or made you feel like you were the problem, and now you're questioning your own sanity. That's not love, that's manipulation wearing a familiar face. Even Jesus, in a moment that feels almost too real, said, "A man's enemies will be the members of his own household." And if that doesn't open your eyes, what will? This is your warning. Not everyone assigned to your life is aligned with your purpose. You keep hoping they'll change, but few people realize that sometimes distance is not disobedience, it's protection. Guard your heart above all else. Proverbs 4 verse 23 isn't a suggestion, it's a command, and yet you've been leaving the door wide open for people who constantly wound you. Think about that conversation you had where you left feeling smaller, unheard, even ashamed. God is not in that confusion. For God is not the author of confusion but of peace, 1 Corinthians 14 verse 33, and if peace is missing, you need to start asking hard questions. You're not called to hate them, but you are called to be wise. Because, do not be deceived, Galatians 6 verse 7 is a reminder that ignoring reality has consequences. You've been praying for strength, but maybe the strength you need is the courage to set boundaries you've been avoiding. Even Jesus withdrew from people when necessary. He didn't chase validation, and neither should you. This hidden truth might sting, but it will also free you. Honoring your parents or loving your family does not mean tolerating abuse, disrespect, or constant negativity. Love can exist with distance, and forgiveness does not require access. You've been carrying emotional weight that God never assigned to you, trying to fix people who refuse to change, and it's exhausting your spirit. Imagine what would happen if you finally chose obedience over obligation, peace over pressure, and truth over tradition. This is your moment to stop shrinking just to keep others comfortable. If someone in your life consistently pulls you away from God, from growth, from peace, that's not connection, that's a distraction. And you already know it. So what will you do now? Will you keep pretending everything is fine? Or will you step into the freedom God has been quietly offering you all along? Choose wisely, because your destiny is too important to be sabotaged by toxic familiarity. If this stirred something in you, don't ignore it. Take action, reflect, set boundaries, pray for clarity, and start protecting your peace today. And if you want more truth like this that speaks directly to your real-life struggles, make sure you subscribe, like, and share this message with someone who needs it, because sometimes the breakthrough you're praying for begins with the truth you've been avoiding.